Possible Mandela Effect. Well, it is a Mandela Effect because I don't remember it. It's the netting at the back of the headvests on the Capri and the Professionals. So it's an episode of the Professionals, and the Capri has netting on the backs of the headrests. That was never there before. So I'm just logging that in today, 1st of October 2022. Another thing that's quite odd as well is I already watched an episode of The Professionals just prior to this episode, and I noticed it on that as well. So it took me probably that episode and halfway through this episode, that's about an hour and a half, and then it's just kind of dawned. I noticed it right away, but I never sort of registered it. I did notice it. But now, an hour and a half later, I've actually took a decision to decide that it is a Mandela Effect, and I'm logging it in. Whereas before I was kind of comfortable with it, and now I'm feeling, not uncomfortable, but, uncomfortable to say that it's normal. I feel just to put it like that. Not cause me any discomfort, but I feel wrong to think it was always like that and that it's normal. But an hour and a half ago, I was kind of like, I noticed it, and I didn't really think much of it. But an hour and a half later, I'm beginning to think a lot more of it, to the point now where I've actually just kind of consciously registered it as a Mandela Effect. So that phenomenon in itself is quite interesting. That's something that I've noticed about the Mandela Effect as well. So same day, it's the 1st of October 2022. Or if you like, it's very late Saturday night or early Sunday morning, 2nd October. It's the small hours. It's 2:30 in the morning. So you could say very late Saturday night, or technically it is Sunday morning, 2nd October. But Saturday, 1st October 2022. And the more I think about it, another thing about this, I've never seen headvests ever with that mesh behind it before, or that netting. It's kind of like netting or whatever. Never seen it like that before in any headvests. And I've got the whole box set of the Professionals, and I've watched it many, many times over. And I've saw the Capri in it many, many times. And I've even saw the Professionals on ITV4, and I've also saw the Professionals originally when it was shown in the 80s. And I've saw Capris before. I've never saw any car with headvests with that kind of netting on the back of it, ever. So, like I said earlier, an hour and a half ago, I just felt sort of, I noticed that I clocked it right away, but it felt normal. But an hour and a half later, it kind of dawned on me that it wasn't. And I obviously logged it in. I just kind of let it go an hour and a half ago, but now, an hour and a half later, now, I've decided no, it's definitely something. I've took the step now to register it consciously that it is definitely different. Whereas before I knew it was odd and just accepted it for some weird, strange reason. Anyway, so 1st October 2022.